Shut up and sit down.
Shut down, getting elimination on King Cole. And it takes down. Shut down. On the road. Shutdown getting a down on two.
Downing that is a throw. Trade Cole in red. Moving in, getting elimination. Shutdown also suffering.
No, actually, Wolf is actually having a stroke. Um,
I am?
Jesus Christ.
Okay. So we got one ammo bag. I think
You want to put the ammo bag in front of the
I'm so confused.
Let's just go to the game. just go.
and I'm putting
Welcome everyone to Amateur Hour Commentary. I am the Wolf Craze, and joining me once again is Timber. How are you, dude?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me again. Happy to be here. Happy to see some what I'm hoping is some really good action tonight.
Absolutely. We got Creme Brulee versus Clack. Now, Creme Brulee, previously known as Chicken Noodle Soup, and prior to that, Cafe con Leche. They're coming in strong this season, winning a lot of matches, showing that they are a force to be reckoned with. And to be honest, I'm not as familiar with Clack as I haven't watched any of their matches yet, but I'm sure they got a good lineup, and they're going to give Creme Brulee a run for their money.
Yeah, we will be tight tonight. Both teams are in second and third place. That doesn't mean anything. Both teams are dead tied with 38 points. Both teams are undefeated, so neither team has lost a game yet. So that's going to be, and both teams going into this week are only 1 point out of first place. So very meaningful 1 through 3. I'm hoping for a very tight game. No blowouts tonight. I think we got some good shooters on both sides. So we'll see what happens. I've got some stats here if you wanted me to go over.
Go for it.
Rosters. I got for Clack, I got Bear Turnal. Going to rosters here. For Clack, I got Bear Turnal, Crod, King Cole, The Truth, Yo Daddy All Day, Erotic as Pie, and Rudy Boy. On the opposing team, Creme Brulee. Just waiting for that to pop up. We got Vong 860, NSX Pro, Shutdown 989, K24 Naughty, J Murph, and Whack I Ain't. So all players that when you're out in public and you run across them, you tense up a little bit and you play a little more serious because they're not playing around. They're coming to hurt you.
Whack I ain't. So interesting thing about Clack, they've undergone a name change. I'm pretty certain they were, or at least some members on that team were previously known as the 420 Kings, and those two being the Truth and King Cole. I recall them, and actually Post Positive, I believe, all were on 420 Kings. Maybe a few others. I'd have to check that previous season rosters, but they're a good team, and if with stats like what you shared, they're definitely gonna give Creme Brulee a good run.
Yeah, so we got week 1 through 4. We got Clack beating NWG Maine 10-2, GAG 11-1, Razzle Dazzle 8-4, and Top Gun 9-3. On Creme Brulee's first 4 weeks, we've got them beating the Dogs 12-0. TDD Team Double Down, we got them beating 7-5. 9-3 they win against Mando, and 10-2 against NWG Main team as well. So pretty even on both sides as far as the competition that they've played so far. So again, I'm looking forward to a very tight match. I don't see a blowout happening tonight.
Yeah, I hope not. Last night's event was kind of startling. It's very similar setup. 2 teams, same number of points, and it was one-sided, clearly. And I think we beat a dead horse, pretty much, saying there were a lot of things working against Top Gun during that match. But I don't think anything's really going to be to the detriment of either team tonight. I wholeheartedly believe it's going to be a good one. And for those who are wondering where Titch is, he is actually teaching right now. We are working on having Rap learn production so that he becomes accustomed to it, and maybe he can run it himself sometime, or if we need someone to pop in. Of course, we all like to know how to do things, what to do, and just, support each other. So they're here, both Rap and Titch. They're just in the background. They're playing Casper tonight.
The student has become the master. So we're waiting on these streams to kind of start up, and we're checking Naughty Boy and Bear Eternal. Hopefully, we're going to have 2 streams on YouTube, so we won't experience any of the delay or the lag that we've had in the past when teams are going cross-platform. So That always makes it a lot better to watch instead of us kind of announcing something before we all see it happen. So just waiting for them to pop up live online, and we'll go from there.
For sure. A little shout out to everybody over in chat. We have Cinderella, Karen, we have Mando, and then there's of course Rap, Skulls, Timber, and myself. I am in there. So welcome everybody. I see that there are at least 13 people here. If you are not shy and would like to say hello, we'll give you the formal welcome. Now I did not set up a poll. I could probably sign in and do that quick, but who do you think is going to win this evening?
I'm leaning towards Creme Brulee. I'm looking at more than likely a 7-5 victory.
Okay.
It's going to be
really
tight
close.
though. Yeah. I'm really hoping for the tight match that we're looking for as well. Hey, what's up, Daffy Duck?
Fresh milk.
Fresh.
Better be fresh. Curdled sex.
What's
I think
happening,
I'm going to say
bastard?
that every time you come in, bro.
Good to see you, bastard. The Mando we have is Mando Punishment. So good to see you, Mando Punishment. And
what's up, Rogues?
Rogues, hello, Rogues.
Sarcastic, how you doing? Nice to see you. So who is Bear Natural on? He is for Clack. So there's a chance that either he or I think, King Cole is going to be streaming. I'm going to be keeping an eye on all of them just in case, because you never know. Last time there was someone else streaming. We didn't have their link, and we at least have 3 links, so we're bound to get someone here.
What's up, Jeff D, man?
Yeah.
Brother.
Absolutely, Rose. I do think this is going to be lit tonight. I'm really hoping for that. I know we've had a couple that we're hoping for a little more, and things happen, and sometimes people don't show up, teams don't show up, and we know how this game goes. So we don't always show up every time we play. So most of the
ain't
time,
that the truth? Buckaroo, what's going on, man? How you doing? Glad to see you here with that red mic. So I'm kind of siding with you on this one. I have a feeling Creme Brulee is going to take the win tonight, but more so because of their history and how prominent they were in every single season. They either won or they came in second. They were always in the top 3 in the end. Because of that legacy that they've created for themselves, I believe that trend is going to continue, and we're going to see that this season in the 4th season for the North American Firewall League. But just because they've played at that level every single season, I believe they're gonna dominate in this match.
Absolutely, and they're basically. When you talk about 1 point in these games, we're looking at basically a 3-way tie for first right now. Coming into this week, like I said, both of the teams playing tonight are tied at 38. First place is at 39. That's nothing. That's 1 game. So this is where it gets tight. So this is kind of the stuff we want to watch, and I'm really hoping for that.
All right, I think Titch said that King Cole was live.
Oh, okay. We're gonna go with Cole.
I did not spell his name right. It's not showing up. Of course, YouTube wants to be the way he is. That's not working either. I guess I'll just keep clicking till it pops up.
I'm going to pop on here. Sorry if I'm not paying attention to our life right now, but I just want to get the right stream up here.
Yeah, you and me both.
So it looks like, is that Michael Cole on YouTube?
Yes.
You have as well? Okay.
That is what I have. But unfortunately, it's not. Maybe I should just look up King Cole. King _ Cole _ 05. That didn't work. Oh, that's because I spelled Cole wrong. I spelled it with a K. I don't know why I keep spelling it with a K. There it is. Okay, yeah, he's live, but it's not showing up on the page. So I'm going to put that in our Discord, Timber, if you still have that up.
I do.
Pull that up. There we go.
Okay.
So if anyone...
Go ahead.
If anyone is interested in checking him out and providing support, because of course without the streamers we don't have this broadcast, so go show them support, show them love. I always subscribe and ring that bell to be informed every time they do go live. So I encourage you to do the same. And speaking of showing support, guys, we do have a lot of panels below. If you are interested in checking any of that out, we do have a merchandise store. We also have a sponsorship through Raise Energy created by Rep Sports. I talked about them a lot last night, and I'd love to talk about them a lot today. I did just purchase one of the protein powders. It's actually Fruit Loop flavored, which is interesting. That's the only reason I got it, because I'm curious as to what that's going to taste like. But I'll give you guys an idea of what that is when it actually comes in. But if you use our promo code AHC, anything on there, you get 15% off. So be sure to check it out. I strongly encourage energy drinks if you're a fan of Monster, if you're a fan of NOS, if you're a fan of Gamer Fuel, or any of the energy drinks that are, pretty standard in convenience stores nowadays. I would totally encourage Raise Energy. It's absolutely delicious. They have a lot of flavors, and there's no sugar added, no color additives. It's delicious. I love it. And I'm definitely going to be getting more. Even my wife wants more, and she's not really into that sort of thing. So definitely check it out and use that promo code. Oh, we got Lola Bunny in here too. Eddie the Head. So good to see all of you. And you, Naughty Boys live too?
What's going on,
Truth
guys?
is here.
What up, Truth? What's up, Truth?
Naughty Boy live?
I'm trying to see. I just messaged them in their game. King Cole's definitely live, and I believe Naughty Boy's on his. Oh no, he's not.
Because it shows like Titch has them up. Do we have what's the link for Creme Brulee? Is it Naughty Boy? Oh, you have Vong.
Vong.
And
Okay.
is he over on Twitch? Okay, so we're using Twitch then.
Oh. No
Okay.
YouTubes. All right.
No YouTubes. If you guys haven't already subscribed to Vong, let me help you out. Let me get you his link. He's over on Twitch. Absolutely great person and streamer. Go and support him over there. Nah, it's all good, dude. Yeah, we got it from their Discord server. That's where we got this stuff. What's up? Did it 2 times. How you doing? Thank you for joining. Hopefully you stay a while, and be sure to hit that follow button. That's free. If you guys have Prime and you're interested in subscribing, there's no obligation to do so, but if you are a member of Amazon Prime, because Amazon owns Twitch, they actually give you a free monthly subscription to any channel of your choice. Costs you nothing, but it supports the people that you enjoy watching. So if you feel so inclined, go ahead and shoot us a Twitch Prime subscription. If not, that's cool. Don't feel obligated. We're just happy that you're here and enjoying Firewall with us.
Absolutely, and also below on the panel. I don't know if you already mentioned it or not. I was trying to check the streams, but we do have our Facebook and all of our links on the panels below. So go ahead and click on those and like them and subscribe all you can.
Also, other news. There's not a lot of information that's been shared yet, but there is going to be a special event coming up prior to the start of the new season in the Pro League. So I encourage you to check the Discord and check the Facebook, because that announcement will be coming shortly. And it's imperative that anyone who is a fan of the Pro League or the Firewall community pays attention, because it is going to require your help to accomplish the task that we're trying to accomplish. So whenever you see that notification, be sure to follow up and provide your support, because it only works if you're involved.
Oh, hey, Cole. Yo. Hey,
Good. I'm
I'll
glad to
talk
hear that.
more
Did
about it.
Yeah, man.
What it is.
Yeah, it's more so an event that is going to be community driven, and the finer details are still being worked out, but they're pretty much coming to the conclusion. Yeah, we're excited. We're just trying to get a little bit more organized with how we're going to announce it and get it out there. But it's going to be great. It's good for all those who watched that one event that Titch was covering, particularly between certain squads that kind of had beef, I guess you could put it. Um,
Bottom left.
it's kind of in response to that.
Very good. Very good.
I'll give you that much information. So if you were excited about that, you should be excited about what's coming up.
And it looks like we are now going into gameplay. I did not see what map they picked, so if anybody wants to pop it in there, go ahead and say it. I guess we'll find out in probably about 3 seconds. So if we're patient enough, we can wait.
Yeah, I'm expecting to see containment and district for sure tonight. And
Starting off with black site.
I was just gonna say I'm hanging my hat on black site actually.
So it looks like Clack is posting a defense back by the tent area, which is always kind of a tough little spot. A lot of entryways, a lot of egress, and
jammer over here.
looks like Creme is just rushing it out.
Yeah, definitely not the defensive position you want on this map, but it's defendable. It's just not the preferred.
Yeah. It is. I mean, if you bring enough of the defensive stuff to kind of let you know where they're coming from, because getting to somebody that's in that's in trouble, that's a tough call. But it does look like looks like that Code is looking for or Crod. I'm sorry, Crod does have eagle eye, so he is scoping out Creme to see what type of situation they're going to come into right now. And Sex also looks like he's on eagle eye, so both teams scoping each other out.
Creme Brulee sitting in market, trying to determine which path to take because they do have options here.
And they are just ready. Crod is scoping it out, and they're going to call out their team when they find out a definite direction that they're coming from. So looks like we're about to get at least some sort of a breach into some doors toward the back of the map, it looks like. NSX again picking up eagle eye, trying to see what they've got waiting for me on the other side of that door. Anxious to see myself.
Yep. I was looking at that door because they can aid us out from that door.
Creme Brulee currently is spread out, but more so for the purpose of checking those zones, seeing which area they should approach from and breach, while also providing some intel should they hear anything or see anything funny happening on their side. Hopefully they do end up merging together, because at the moment they're kind of out of revive distance here.
Both teams being a little cautious to start. Some grenades going out now. There's a couple of them. Looks like Crod has eliminated Naughty Boy.
And Bro, that's two members down. Creme Brulee long downing Yo Daddy all day. He was revived by Crod.
Double down right here, Vong and Crod. Their Eternal eliminates.
Another one. Nice.
Oh, he's on me.
Shut down, eliminating King Cole here. Getting two, actually.
Good try.
Hold him here.
Their Eternal's down.
Shut down fighting all by himself, but downing and eliminating Shutdown, giving.
Yeah, it's all good. We won.
Wow, okay.
Wow. Giving Clack the first victory of the evening.
Not the direction I thought it was going to go for this first round, but what a fight right there in the middle of the street.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for, right? We don't want the quick in and out, so they were very tentative on the approach, rightfully so. So it looks like Clack won this last one.
What's up, Prada? How you doing? Ooh, I'm liking that emote, man.
Nice job, guys.
Look at that raised can. Sour gummy worms. HC will take IOUs. I didn't read that. That's great.
And we did not get anywhere near an ace on that one. Two going down on Clack, but they still managed the victory. Or two down going down on Creme. They still managed the victory.
Yeah, Shutdown with a nice grenade there. It was a well-placed grenade. He kept his distance. Yeah. We were talking about that in yesterday's match between Top Gun and Razzle Dazzle, and how one of your recommendations was, Top Gun needs to keep the distance between the two, or between themselves and the enemy. They were playing a really close game, always drawing the enemy into their area, and it wasn't working out for them. But here, Creme Brulee, historically plays the long game. So it's not uncommon to see them shooting from a distance, lobbing those grenades, and then circling their way around to try to get behind them or different positioning.
Absolutely. They know. I mean, they play this game enough. They know relatively close to where the other side's going to be. So they're trying to soften them up with some grenades, at least get a couple hit markers to see where they're at. And I mean, on this map especially, those cameras are historically difficult when you go back to those tent areas. So you don't know what you're in for coming through there. So even if you have Eagle Eye, it's not going to help you out enough to really establish a strong rush.
Right. The most you can say is, well, they're not in the middle of the street, so they must be around the tent area.
Right. That's about it. That's about it. Look through the windows. That's about the best map you're going to get.
And speaking of maps, I don't know if anyone caught it, but yesterday evening, First Contact Entertainment showcased their new map, and I am forgetting its name now. Area 15? I think it's what it's called. Something 15. I'm going to have to go back and check. But guys, if you haven't looked at it yet, I encourage you to go to their YouTube channel and check it out. It's looking nice. It very similarly to some of these other maps, we see a lot of crossover with reused assets. So things look familiar, but it's a whole new layout. And this one looks really, really cool. Mix of what I thought was like hangar and containment and I'm trying to remember what the other one was, but newsroom a little bit.
No, I'm sorry. I think if containment and bunker had a baby, it would be this map. It would be the new map. Didn't mean to catch up there.
No, you're fine. It looked pretty nice, man. I can't wait to try it out.
So Creme Brulee ends up spawning on defense inside of the store or networking room, and they're not staying there. They're getting out of there. So Naughty Boy with his characteristic moonwalk. I'll tell you, that guy's got an amazing, one of his biggest suits is he's got that peek move where he just takes a peek and gets the hell out of there so fast you don't even know he's there.
So true.
So Clack had spawned back by the tents as well, so they're coming toward the market, and I would assume that both teams are more than likely going to get onto Eagle Eye to see what's going on. Yep, crowd's already on Eagle Eye to see where everybody's at. I can't really tell if Creme Brulee is or not.
It's hard to tell, but they are setting up post in the construction zone. Couple up, a couple down.
Right.
Looks like Pro and Vong are holding the back alley while their teammates are holding the second floor of the construction site. We'll see how well they hold this position, but this is definitely a spot you want when you're on defense.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it's once they realize where the laptop's at, you don't have to worry about guarding that back hallway as much. You're guarding that structure, and that structure works to your advantage. Couple good camping spots on here as well. But you know, they play this game enough. They know, oh, looks like a little mine action hitting Clack as they make their move. So now they know where they're at.
You guys ready?
I am.
And again, to what you were talking about earlier, Wolf, putting those proxies and putting even the concussion mines out so far don't do much against the other team, but it definitely tells you where they're at. So you can kind of posture up and cover that area to know that at least one or two of them are coming from that area.
Absolutely, especially on a map that isn't well suited for something like Eagle Eye.
Right.
You have to use your surroundings to give you notification of where the enemy is, and proximities and concussions are the best way of doing that.
Absolutely. And you might get a kill once in a while too. So looks like Crod's going back to Eagle Eye, trying to see exactly where they are. And Creme is still holding that back hallway. They now realize they're going for the store. So I think they're going to join their other team. I think King Cole's going to probably get back over to the other side.
Looks like Creme Brulee is going to focus the laptop here. They left the doors open. Right now, Bare Natural is going to close them, and he's successful in doing so. They're going to go for the hack. And now it's the roles have been reversed. Creme Brulee has to breach here, throwing a bunch of grenades in.
I'm down.
King Cole going down, Crod there for the revive.
Crod revives. Looks like Yo Daddy down Fong. Bare Natural down Naughty. Little battle going on right there.
Shut down again, downing two more members coming up from behind, but Crod finishing him off as he was downed.
Yeah, it's going on. All four members are back up, it appears, on Clack.
Unfortunately, Vong bled out.
Nice.
And that's it.
Clack takes it away.
Getting another victory, already giving themselves a 2-win lead. Not going the direction I thought, but it's going to be a long evening. We still have 10 more rounds to go, but right now, Clack with the momentum on their side.
Absolutely,
Holy cow.
and we know how much momentum plays in these tournaments. So, what's happening there, Art Pop?
What up, MFS?
I know.
How you doing?
And
Gotta
looks like we
make
had
that
an
entrance.
ace. Looks like we had an ace on that last Click Clack. So if we see some aces out there in the chat, looks like Click Clack came away with a team ace.
Very nice. That's impressive.
Yeah,
That is impressive.
absolutely.
I mean, we have Shutdown, Naughty, Vong, and Pro who are they are well seasoned in league play and in finals play.
Sure. Yeah.
And they're suffering at the hands of Click Clack at the moment. I don't foresee this being the trend, however. That may not have been one of their best maps to actually play, which is probably why they lost the 2. I could be wrong, but I don't recall seeing them play Black Site often in previous seasons.
Right.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens as they're picking office next.
Yep. And absolutely, Rogues. Click Clack is definitely no joke. We didn't take him as one for sure. So we're going to see some good action tonight, some even play. So let's see what develops now. Now we're getting some more of the maps that are in more of a current rotation as opposed to Black Site. I guess is more of a fringe map in tournament play. It's becoming a lot more popular, but still a little more of a fringe map. I don't think a lot of teams really practice it as much as they would practice the basics of containment or district or office or some of the maps you see day in and day out on this. So
right, just like we saw in Newsroom the other night. I mean, that was just a bizarre pick. But we'll see those time and time again. And it's nice to see Black Site being rolled into it. One map that, newer map, I guess you could consider it, it's still a newer map to some, is Hangar. We don't see that very often, which I'm surprised about because defensively it's very, very strong. And if you know how to defend a certain location, you definitely know how to attack it. So I'm surprised we don't see that more often.
I agree with that. I think that map more than most though is kind of that map is one that can go either way a lot. I mean, I've played it before and beaten people that I really shouldn't beat in that map, just basically because of the map. It's a little bit more of a generous map if you want to. There's so many entry and exit points unless you're blocked off inside of that room, where you can put some door blockers and kind of keep yourself restricted to that area. But once you start getting out to the expanse of that map, it could go either way a lot of the times. It's not a big distance map unless, for instance, you say you end up upstairs behind the offices shooting toward the back door towards a Hummer, or on the catwalk shooting down at people. But for the most part, it's more of a close quarters map.
It is, yeah. And a lot of teams, especially in league play, don't like playing that close quarters. Otherwise, we'd see more maps like Shoot House, but we definitely don't see that. And one thing that Creme Brulee has on their side right now is their grenade game. Both Shutdown and Vong have shown their skill in throwing the grenades, not just the frags, but the impacts. So that is definitely something that they have worked on, practiced, and it's shown to be very effective in these matches.
So it looks like Bear Eternal has ended up spawning near the elevator room, so to speak. So they're going to hold it down there, and it looks like Creme has spawned in the glass room, which God forbid you ever get that on defense, right?
Right, they must be feeling pretty good about spawning there.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see what kind of hold that they post down. Looks like they're pretty much going to hold the back hallway, putting out some gear to let people know when they're coming. And it looks like Creme Brulee is kind of approaching cautiously, as they should. And we'll see what develops here. I expect some naughty moves of the duck in, duck out type of thing to gauge some shots, and we'll see where it goes. You can't get a camera toward that back door as much, so cameras aren't going to do a whole ton in this one. I don't think you have Eagle Eye.
They're not, but knowing where the spawn point is for the laptop, I agree with you. Naughty's probably going to draw some fire, get the location of Click Clack here, and then they're going to decide how they're going to proceed.
Yeah, and Art, thank you for the compliment on the tie. Much appreciated. In Rogues, I feel you, buddy. I suck at Squadrons too. Raptors just yelling at me the whole time because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So you're in okay company, I suppose, depending on what you think of me. All right, looks like they're making the rush. There's Naughty's move. Saw Naughty's move. The post in, post out. So it looks like they're going toward the back of the hallway. Now he's trying to peek in and see if there's some business going on over there. Creme is starting to slowly make their approach. They are at the hallway, so firefight's going to start in a second.
2-0, true. Us.
Expect some grenades out pretty soon to start softening things up. They pretty much know where they're at. Here we go.
Yeah,
Doors open.
not an easy hall to cross or get around or even fire down. Not a lot of cover for them.
No, and if you're double firing through that door straight down the hallway, you're gonna do some damage for sure.
I'm gonna run down to the.
Here goes Naughty's peek. Peek. I'm out. There it is.
Who's got the door?
NSX Pro is getting a little closer, coming through that room. Looks like they're approaching in a couple different angles, which right now I think splitting up a little bit is good.
Yeah, it's definitely going to save them in the long run, especially if there's a lot of gunfire coming down that hall. They don't want to get caught off guard. And there is a case, Vaughn going down by King Cole. Already there for the revive, forced to retreat.
Yeah.
They're closing the door, protecting themselves. This is Creme Brulee's opportunity to reposition and get a little bit more advantageous position. See if they can do so. Naughty going to that back hall, getting shot up just a little bit, but peeking around, providing suppressive fire.
He's drawing the attention of a couple of the players from Clack to that back door, which leaves a little more vulnerability to the front door.
Shutdown, taking down Yo Daddy. Doing exactly what you said. Being a distraction, allowing him to sneak in there and get an elimination. And now they're up one player.
And look how close they are. They are right up there now. So shutting that door definitely helped them out with not getting killed. But it also allowed Creme Brulee to really creep up and close that distance down, which the game of distance is now in play. So now they're all focused on that front door.
If any of them are running with frags, now would be a good time to throw them in. Get a couple smoke grenades out, possibly breach, because they are running out of time, nearing a minute left on the clock.
This will be an aggressive breach. I think they're really talking about doing that right now. They're regrouping to come in as a squad.
They need to watch their flank in case Clack decides to go for it. Getting a couple grenades out, banking them in.
They're rushing
Pushing
it. They're
in.
going. Oh, down to the front door.
Coming in, pushing. One more.
Now going to the back door. Oh, there's a down.
Clack getting hurt, but not losing here, I don't think.
Looks like Creme has won the game.
Oh, and it looks like Creme Brulee was able to come out victorious.
That's a strong breach right there. That's a tough breach, but a strong one.
And honestly, 3 of them still alive is impressive with such a breach.
Yeah.
All they did was lose Vong, and that's because he went down twice early in that exchange. So it's not surprising that he was eliminated, but wow. Well played.
Right. And like we talked about going into this, Wolf was mentioning the new map. If you have any comments on the new map, post them out there in the chat. How you doing? Did it 2 times. Looks like Vamp 2 times is on here as well. Good to see you, Vamp. And hello, Fresh Milk. I heard you.
Hope both
Wolf
lose.
talked to him too. What did he say?
Did it 2 times says, hope both teams lose somehow. Where's my suit and tie, Cinderella? Look, I said it yesterday and I'll say it today. I will not ever be wearing a suit and tie. Not even a button up. Anytime like I wear a tie, even a clip on, it feels like I'm being choked. It's a little claustrophobic for me. Even though I'm not claustrophobic, it just makes me uncomfortable. So you'll probably never catch me in one unless I'm doing something incredibly formal. But I don't know, maybe a collared shirt one day. We'll see if that actually happens.
I guess it depends on what you're into.
I like breathing.
Like I said, I guess that's what you're into.
Oh, goodness.
No innuendo on that at all. Looks like we got a ping pong table spawn. Beautiful.
Yeah, so this delay is not helping us between YouTube and Twitch. It is kind of difficult, so we're trying to cast it the best we can. If we're a little bit behind or a little bit ahead of what you see, we do apologize. We do our best.
And if we start talking about a firefight and halfway through it, we're like, and it looks like we're frozen, it's because we're trying to sync up with what's going on both screens. And again, like Wolf said, the delay is really jacks us up a little bit. So other teams in the future, if you can get both of your teams to get on the same platform, either YouTube or Twitch, that goes a lot better.
Creme Brulee taking
We can always switch
the
that.
second floor lobby. This is where they perform best on this map, covering
Second
all
and second
corners.
room. Yo Daddy's down. Shut down, revive Naughty. Return revive Yo Daddy. Firefight still going on across the upstairs balcony.
Yo Daddy finally eliminated by Pro after being down 3 times.
Oof.
And like in the last round, it is now 4 members on Creme Brulee against 3 on Clack. Let's see if Clack can hold them off here.
Oh, and Bear Eternal downs Naughty.
Two in the middle staircase.
Shutdown revives Naughty. Bear Eternal knocks down. Looks like knocks down.
Shutdown goes down.
Shutdown's back up. Naughty and Shutdown reviving each other. Staying together. Big part of this, right?
Staying within revive distance is paramount to victory.
Watch out. You got 2.
And right now,
The middle staircase.
Shutdown and Naughty are they're weakened. If they go down again, I can't recall how many times they've gone down, but you can only go down 3 times before you're eliminated.
It looks like we're on a 4-on-3 right now, right? Is that what you're seeing?
Yeah, still 4-on-3 Clack on the offensive, and so they have to get a move on. But right now they're at the disadvantage with 1 player down and not a lot of ground covered.
Right, and this is what you talk about when you're talking about controlling the other team's distance. Creme Brulee is keeping Clack confined to that back cafeteria while that clock just keeps on ticking down, which that's how you win or lose.
So even if Creme Brulee were to retreat, they are still wasting that time,
right?
And could win by a simple countdown of the clock.
Right.
Long getting sniped from across the way, seeing a little bit of red.
They're all on the other side of the staircase, like not.
Got some good shooters on both teams, just trying to shoot between the leaves of a plant. That's good angles right there.
Is at this point, if you're spending a minute in one location and barely advancing, you need to reconsider which direction you're going. Should you continue to pursue this route, or should you find a different path to take?
They're insistent. They're being stubborn up there. they're not
They
going.
really are.
We're getting here whether we like it or not. Well, they know if they go downstairs as well, they're going to get popped from above. So shots are still going out. But amazing how strong those plants are to be able to absorb those bullets as well. Just amazing. I want plants like that in my house.
Bulletproof plastic, man.
Like armor plants. Got an armor burn.
What's nice about the fake foliage here in the lobby is it doesn't really provide you too much protection from bullet fire, but it does hide your chevron sometimes and make it harder for the other team to see you. So because, there's a nice shot by King Cole.
Yep, right between the leaves. Waiting for him to get back up to finish him off.
Because League players rely so heavily on their ears and their eyes, hiding behind the plants, although silly as it may seem, is actually very strategic.
Yep. Agreed. Those plants do, especially downstairs when you're driving that back hallway, those plants do provide really good cover.
They do. And now it's an even 3-on-3.
Very good, very good. What we're hoping to see. There's no lot to shoot. I don't know how much time's left, but it's got to be
I
clicking
believe
down.
1 minute left, actually. I think I just heard the little announcer lady on there. What do they call her? Mama? Or mom?
Mother.
Mother?
What time? How much time we got?
Mother and father.
I'll push this side.
Getting some more ammo. Looks like they're in for another gunfight, but they really got to get going downstairs. So
they're going to take one more burst of energy and try to push through Creme Brulee here to get to the laptop.
They have to. They have to.
Going downstairs. I'm going downstairs.
Long downs, Crod.
King Cole racing for the laptop, seeing if he can get there without drawing gunfire. Bear Natural upstairs fighting off the rest
Ooh, he's
of
in that
Creme
room.
Brulee.
He's in that room. Taking a laptop from above. Death from above. He was in that room.
King Cole trying to get it, but he can't. He's been downed. Getting a couple of shots on Vong.
Good call, man. Good call. Way to step it
And the
up, bro.
contract is revoked. Tie game.
Good shit, man.
Love it. Love
Very
it.
close, man.
Yep.
Coming down to the last seconds, tying it up now, 2-2. Click, Clack, and Creme Brulee. It's going to be even throughout the evening, folks. Be ready. Chuck Miss, thank you for the subscribe, man. Appreciate it. 9 months. Look at that
Chuck.
blue mic you got there, dude.
Nice job, Chuck. Appreciate it, buddy. And to Chuck's point too, last week I did or last game I did say that I gotta correct the score. Chuck's team beat GAG 9-3 in week 4. I said that they lost against GAG 9-4 in week 4. I was incorrect.
So they won that one. All right.
They did win. I called it a loss, but it was a win. So just want to keep the record clear.
Okay. Yeah, because that was the one game I questioned even. That was the one I was like, they really lost to GAG?
Yeah. I ran into Chuck in the game, and he gently mentioned it to me.
What's up, Rob? How you doing, dude? We both did, Chuck Miss. I didn't have the stats in front of me, so I just kind of went with it. I wasn't sure. I was surprised. To hear that. So, but now I'm not so surprised here that GAG lost to Razzle Dazzle.
Yep. Gotcha.
I want to bring up again that there is a new map if you guys have not yet checked it out. Chuck Miss, thank you for the 100 bits, man. Man, we're going to have to make you a VIP in here or something. All the donations and the subscriptions. Beautiful. Whatever team Chuck's on loses. So.
Thanks, Nick. Hey, stop it, though. He's throwing a lot of money out here. So
Yeah.
What's
up, Dermos?
Hey, Dermos. Good comments, too. All right, looks like we got the spawn in the market room. And it looks like Creme Brulee is rushing from the back hallway behind the cinder block area.
Yeah, pushing through the parking lot to midfield is shut down and Vong. Watching their corners, getting the first objective. And of course, our traditional defensive setup here, top of the cinder block area for Click Clack.
I'm gonna give it a second though.
This one's always tough. You want to watch those red stairs, but you also don't want to be so exposed in the red stairs. So a lot of times now, I think people are backing off a little bit to the middle of the map, figuring they have to come that way anyway. So no point in defending the red stairs as much because you're super vulnerable in that back corridor behind the cinder blocks with some grenades. They'll take you out. Happened to me maybe once or twice.
Yeah, you've started seeing a lot of teams navigate away from the red stairs because behind that little pseudo marketplace where the laptop is located, it's such a dangerous zone with all those grenades flying over, not a lot of area to run. You can only run in one direction, either alley that you're in there. So it's best just to sit back in the middle and lay down fire from there. And it also gives you a better opportunity to reposition and support your team, who is also positioned in different areas up on top.
Absolutely. Right before the action starts, thank you so much, Bastard. 200 bits out there. Much appreciated. If anyone wants to learn how to get bits, go to your chat, and it'll guide you right through it very easily. Thank you, Art. I look like a teacher. Fantastic.
This is actually a great spot to defend, especially if you use the breaching points effectively. If you force them out of one area and push them into another, you can really control the approach.
Sorry about that. Nadia's chucking some grenades way over the top and did some damage, but it looks like they're back up. So
Vong hurt a lot. I'm surprised he wasn't killed by that grenade.
Yep.
That was naughty.
Nadia chucked those to the moon. They came down and made some damage, so King Cole eliminates shutdown.
Oh shit.
Vong pushing in from the side, seeing if he could do any damage, getting some grenades up and over, but while looking away, Baron Natural takes advantage and eliminates him. Oof. One member left, King Cole downing Pro, and that's it. Click Clack taking the victory here on defense over on District. I think that was an ace.
Good game.
Was it an ace?
I think that was an ace. I don't think anyone was eliminated. I'm not going to throw out my ace cards yet until I confirm them.
Right.
Yeah, me too, Arpop. This match so far is really tight. A good back and forth. Oh, yeah, get the little elbow patches on the tweed jacket. Become a real teacher that way.
No,
Professor.
no elbow patches on the tweed jacket. It is an ace. You are correct. So it is an ace.
Bam. If you're subscribed, you have access to those ace cards. Every time there's an ace, throw them up in chat in celebration for a team ace. And now Clack has once again taken the lead by 1 point. Make the score now 3-2. And there's not really much to say about either team's gameplay at this point. Truly, they're both playing their game. One is outgunning the other in some situations. It's just a healthy back and forth, and really it could be anyone's game. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a 6-6 game here.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, it's what can I say to what their gameplay is based on the skill level of the players that are playing tonight? You can't correct anything that they're doing. I mean, in the past, you've been able to say, do this, do that, or maybe you should do that. Honestly, so far what I've seen tonight, it's like they're doing everything that they know is right. I'm probably learning more from this game than trying to talk about what they could have done better, because that's not the case. It's an all-out battle right now.
Absolutely. What's up, Billy Boy? How you doing? I saw you were playing earlier. Good games out there. Yeah, it's really good shooting. Right now, it's just back and forth. They're both playing really good games. It just comes down to who gets the shots off first, who gets the lucky grenades, who has better positioning. And we'll see who comes out victorious as we head back into district. This time, Creme Brulee on defense with Clack going after him. And again, starting, I think we're going to have a repeat here with...
Yeah.
Kind of. Actually, no, reverse now, I think. Right? Creme Brulee?
They played the reverse card.
I got flashed and fragged.
I agree with you too, Wolf. I think it is a definite shootout, but don't underestimate those grenades. Those grenades are flying out and they're doing their damage early on, softening people up for the kills. So that's always good to see.
What do I think about Timber's tie? I love Timber's tie.
Thank you.
He's got to have an assortment. We got to get him an AHC tie next. That's what we need.
There we go. Is that in the merch store yet or no?
I don't know, but if I have to go out of my way and get you one custom made, I'll do it.
All right. And we'll talk about it later, but definitely check out that merch store. A lot of cool stuff in there. I was perusing it the other day, and phone cases and all kinds of cool shit. So sorry. NSX Pro is definitely using Eagle Eye right now, trying to see where they're coming from and prep for it.
We're
Both
seeing
teams.
a similar defense by Creme Brulee.
Yeah, both teams pretty tentative right now, though.
Nobody's
Nobody's moving fast.
Sniper alley
Nobody's moving
backstairs.
fast. Definitely not a public match.
So far, all these rounds have been taken slow. Neither team really taking those chances by sprinting in.
Right. A little peek here and there, and that's about it. So, Creme posting up the standard upstairs defense. Obviously behind a lot of cover. And Clack is just trying to determine which way do we go up. Sniper Rally, let's peek in there and see if we're getting shot at. They are getting shot at from Sniper Rally.
Based on your history in playing this map, which is the best way to go in your opinion?
I think the front of the market is a good way to go, and you got a couple stairwells there as well. So if you split up a little bit at that point, they all seem to focus on one area. So red stairs and Sniper Rally, man, that's just high ground. Sun Tzu's Art of War. You give up high ground. That's the way it goes. You get burned that way. So at least going through the market, you throw them off a little bit. They're ready for you to come Sniper Rally and red stairs.
A lot of gunfire, like you said, in Sniper Alley. Yeah. A lot of exchange happening there, but kind of unnecessary. I know they're running with ammo bags, but the last thing you want to do is be grabbing more ammo in the midst of a gunfire.
Yep. I agree, Art. They are connected to each other. They're right there whenever anything happens. Revives are on point for sure with cover fire. So look at a little firefight in the front area?
Definitely in the front of the market.
There's the peek out into sniper to see if they've left their post in sniper. Trying to get that jammer in the back area there.
No,
Just to go for the hack. That just turns the tables, or tables the turns. Cry going back to
That's
Eagle
the
Eye.
way that crumbles cookie.
Did you get any equipment destroyed?
Looks like they're taking my advice, going to the front of the store, front of the market. I'm not sure if that frag took out the jammer. It might have.
He said that it had missed, and there's a beautiful grenade.
Oh my
Shut
God, takes
down.
out 2 of them.
Yo Daddy and Crud both being eliminated. Bear, Natural, Downing, Naughty, and there's another grenade.
Wow.
Where'd it come from?
Vong chucking them. Vong chucking them.
Vong and Shutdown are aces with these grenades this evening.
Absolutely. Do we have an ace?
No, there it looked like who was it?
Oh, yeah.
Naughty was down and eliminated. So not quite an ace, but holy cow, these grenades are on point. And they're known for this. We've seen it in seasons past, just lobbing grenades up, especially over in docks where I got some nice clips of Chicken Noodle Soup just getting them up and over and getting multiple eliminations. Very impressive grenade play there.
Yeah, 2-kill grenades are amazing. When you get one of those, you're pretty happy about it. I mean, you're happy when you get 1 kill with a grenade, let alone 2 with 1 grenade. That was amazing. Very good grenade play on that.
And, you know, we talk a lot about traveling in pairs where you're always supposed to have a mate with you for the revive and to provide the suppressive fire. But it's situations like that where sometimes it makes you question how close should you be, and should you keep your distance a little bit more than usual. It's really a tough balance to gauge, because if you're too far away, you can't provide that suppressive fire, but you can provide the revive. But if you're too close, you run the risk of getting blown up by a rogue grenade, just like what we saw there.
Yeah, definitely 2 good grenade chucking teams, and I'm pretty sure that was a frag too. That wasn't even the impacts that people throw in conjunction of fire. So seeing a frag grenade take out a couple people like that is pretty insane. Yeah, I believe Bear Natural is the captain of Clack.
And we are right back to a tied match, 3-3. This is intense. A beautiful back and forth here.
Absolutely.
You were in favor 7-5, Creme Brulee. There's always a chance that could happen, but with every tie that we have had, which has only been 2 at this point, Clack has always come back and taken the lead. And Creme Brulee has yet to do that. Once they do that, I believe the momentum will shift in their favor, and we could potentially see a 7-5.
I agree with that. I think nobody's turning down the confidence of either team. Both these teams are coming in 100% strong, 100% confident. So
they were ready.
It's just pure gameplay. I don't think there's any psychological battle or anything like that. I don't think there's going to be as much of a momentum swing either. I think these teams are just professional, skilled players that they're not going to let momentum shift at all. They're just going to play their game and fight it out.
Very well could be the case. And we are back on district.
Yes, Bear is a beast.
I'm gonna wait for a second. I know they're on Eagle Eye.
So it looks like we have the laptop in the back of the market. So covering that back alley. I think this is probably the best defense of this map, to be honest with you.
My favorite by far.
Yeah, I mean, you've got basically 3 points of entry that you can cover, and you can even have kind of a floater. If you put the right motion sensor out there in the middle, you can catch them coming in that middle hallway, or even just mines or anything to let you know what's happening there. So they're already coming down that side hallway, though, so they're already there. That was a quick rush. So Creme Brulee is already coming down to that middle hallway, waiting for the other side, though.
They're a little split at the moment. Creme Brulee taking their time, checking the alleys, potentially regrouping. But like you said, there's only a select number of breach points that they have, and they're going to have to pick which one they feel most comfortable with. And here it looks like Vong may be setting up for a possible grenade throw, lobbing it up and over the building, which we have seen them do in the past.
Yeah. I don't know if those most likely going to be impacts. If their frags are probably going to blow up before they hit the bottom. So we'll see it develops with that. I also think Vaughn got there a lot more quickly than he expected to. So he had to wait for his teammates to catch up. All right, getting ready for that, for those grenades. If there's two, it's going to be impacts. 1, 2. There's impacts coming out. Let's see what develops here. I don't think he got hit markers on that.
Doesn't sound like he did. Vong actually getting an
Downing-
elimination.
Oh, he's downing 2.
Behind me.
There's only one
That's
left,
2
guys.
down. Vong going to town, getting multiple eliminations there. Shut down there to clean it up.
Stepped up and got him down, though.
And I believe Creme Brulee eliminating Clack. Now they just have to go in for the hack.
Really good.
And they got it.
And their first lead of the evening, Creme Brulee walking away with a score of 4-3 now.
Ooh, I don't know
And
who's
like I
watching
said,
that.
even though
Boy, that was
you
satisfying.
believe there might not be a momentum shift because both are psychologically strong players and teams,
Oh,
they
man.
probably won't let this affect them. But this could be momentous for Creme Brulee if they can keep this momentum in their corner.
Yeah, I think if you're playing a strong team, like either one of these teams are, I think the opposite happens, though. I think a lot of times a strong loss actually gives them a little more fuel. It makes them kind of fight back harder, which I think with teams that are this skilled, it's not going to work to their detriment. They're not going to let down their guard or try to do something like overly risky. I think it's probably going to make them a little more aggressive. It's going to make them really go for a lot more kills. So we'll see how this affects them. I just don't think it's I don't think it's your average bear. No pun intended.
Yeah, as long as they don't change any of their game style at this point, they should do fine, and we'll probably see it tied up once again. Again, I think it might end up being a 6-6 game. We will see, but as long as Clack doesn't get too frustrated or too anxious, too eager to get another win, they just play their game, they'll be fine.
Yeah, and I agree too. Vong with the frags is pretty special thing to watch. I like it.
It is very nice. Guys, again, if you want to go show support, I will get you the link right here to Vong's stream. Go check him out if you're not already following him over there. And also check out King Cole over on YouTube. Be sure to shoot them a subscription/follow. Show your support. It's important that we support the people playing in these leagues because without them, we don't have this. And they're a lot more important than what we got going on here. So I want to thank them and show them the support. I hope you do the same. And while you're at it, if you want to continue to support us, if you like what you're seeing, please check out the panels below. Check out our community over on Discord, our Facebook group. We also have a main website if you want to check that out. We also have a YouTube channel where I do post all of these broadcasts. So if YouTube is your preferred platform of choice, you can always check out the games over there.
Absolutely. And Rogues and Dermos, I wish you the best in your friendship. I hope that all works out. Hope your mothers talk to each other and get everything squared away on that.
Face palm.
Halfway. Suck him up. Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Ooh, looks like a little tighter spawn. The spawn for Creme Brulee, who's defending right now, popped out in the center cinder block area on the lower level behind the red car and all that. Looks like they're rushing out. Oh, they're going. They're at least posting up there, so they're posting up. I thought they might be doing a rush to kind of make a statement there.
Kind of like what we saw in Office. They're going to push out towards midfield, and they're going to play the distance game. They're going to get their avenues covered, and they're going to play at midfield and stop them right there. They're not going to let them get close to the laptop and start running away and having to defend away from the laptop, potentially switching roles and being forced to play the attack. They want to catch them off guard early, and if needed, then retreat.
Right. And this is a time game, like you said. So, you know, you play the clock. The clock is an enemy as much as the other 4 people on the other squad. So you try to get that clock ticking down and make them kind of go in under pressure, make them make some mistakes.
The hole, yep.
So we got a little fire going on. They know where they're coming from, and all 4 of Clack are coming from the same area. So they're going there, and, you know, I think normally in public you're worried about a flank on this. I think in tournament play you're not as worried about somebody taking a risk like that. Bastard, thank you very much for the bits. Little puppy dog.
King Cole seeing a little red, getting hit just a little bit, slightly beyond that white car. Yo Daddy peeking out, providing suppressive fire. Bare Natural forced to retreat.
Just trying to pin him down. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to pin him down that area and make him rush.
One's behind white car. Pro, if you got those nades, that would be a perfect time.
So NSX is still double checking the eagle eye to make sure that they're not pulling a flank on him.
Hey, got one though.
Yep, that's
That hit me.
Ooh, King Cole getting hurt. Bare Natural eliminated by that grenade.
I'm red.
Nice throw by NSX Pro.
it's like he chucked that grenade, then went to look at the eagle eye, didn't even care where it landed. Sure as shit.
Oh, I'm almost out of fucking.
Bear Eternal, yes,
that was
not
Bear
Natural.
Eternal.
Bear Eternal.
I'm red. I gotta chill for a minute.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bear Turtle.
Sorry, Bear Natural.
Please forgive me.
Next to the red car? One there. You guys can probably go red stairs, guys.
Behind white cars.
Maybe red stairs. Yeah.
Alright. Looks like they still haven't pinned down to that scaffolding area. Looks like some lasers are coming out just to kind of draw some blind firing. Just to get some space, to give some room to breathe and rush a little bit, but
Maybe Cole hold him a little bit.
they're still pinned down.
Long doing a little peek himself, but getting caught by some crossfire and seeing some red.
To the left. Go all the way to the left.
It's going to be very hard for Clack to push from this position. It might be worth their time to at least send someone in a different direction, draw attention away from there. It looks like they did. Two members going far to the far end of the map.
Let's see if NSX picks that up on his eagle eye, because if he doesn't, that could be some dangerous situation.
He's behind the truck.
Yeah, Naughty's got him back out.
Nice. Push up. You guys gave him room.
Naughty,
Oh, they picked it up. There's players already going over there to protect it.
Hard right.
Look at some players going to the back alley. Naughty Downs,
Behind the
Yeah,
they're
go
moving too
ahead.
fast. Yo Daddy,
I got this,
revive.
guys.
Yo Daddy goes down again by Naughty.
Do your thing.
And Crod doing his best to try to get
Naughty
those
has
revives.
eliminated Yo Daddy.
Oh shit.
I am coming.
And now Crod all alone, and now it's just two members left on Clack and split across the map from each
That's
other.
it.
Crod goes down, no one there to provide support.
Cole's eliminated.
Oh my god.
There it is. There's Ace for Creme Brulee on defense here on District and getting their first two victory lead,
Yep.
making the score now 5-3.
Damn.
And
Forgot about that.
They're turning.
you guys can't hear it, but of course,
The voice of God in our ear right now. I'll be right back in a second.
Titch is taking the opportunity to mock my misspoken Bear Turnal. What can I say? In the heat of the moment, it was Bear Natural for me to say Bear Natural. Let's throw some aces up there in the chat for Creme Brulee. I always do 4 because there's only 4 players on the team. So well done. I know you've already been thanked, Sarcastic, but thank you for those bits. Really appreciate it. Trust me, everything that is donated by the viewers always goes right back into the stream and back into the company to make sure we can keep things up and running and that we have good retention. And we just appreciate all the support you guys have shown. It really means a lot. And especially with these North American Firewall League matches, there's been a lot of love. I've seen a lot of views on the VODs. Greatly appreciate that. Truly, I am humbled by the amount of support you guys have been showing. I hope you've been enjoying it. Seems as though you have as you continue to return. And this match is a match everybody wants to see, so I'm glad we can all share it together. Clack now falling behind. I don't know if that was just not a great map for them or what, but I think that it looks as though they lost 3 times on that map. Only got that 1 victory. And now they're down 2. Hopefully that hasn't deterred them or gotten them down in any sort of way that maybe they can come back in this next map.
Yeah, I mean, this is still anybody's game. I mean, we're not even at the necessarily like the halfway or well, past the halfway, but I mean, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. So we'll see what develops here. It looks like we're now in containment. Good spawn for Clack in the whatever that room is called next to the server room.
I just call it the lab room.
Yeah, and then Creme is spawned in the white room, so they're rushing that hallway, and we'll see what develops here. This is probably my 2nd or 3rd favorite map. A lot of defensive post down to the back, double doors. And they're going to focus on the... Oh, the door's already open coming into that area.
Naughty doing his sprint across the door, trying to draw some gunfire, shut down, going and get the first objective.
Dang, I don't have a sensor. I'm gonna put a sensor here. Me?
Sometimes I think Naughty has triple time. That guy can fly, man.
It seems like it. There used to be, I don't know if it was a glitch or a bug, but you used to be able to position your gun such that you would move, you know, an extra bit, a little bit faster than double time. You'd have double time on.
Backwards, you could do it when you kind of hold it over your shoulder, I believe it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think if you hold it over your shoulder, going backwards, you could like triple time. And I think that's what he does.
Yeah, and there was a way that if you turned your gun vertical while you were doing double time, you'd actually go a little bit faster even while sprinting. Naughty receiving a few bullets there as he shoots across the lab towards the server room.
Okay, this is going to be a shootout right here. This is a distance. A lot more protection for Clack in the back of that lab. And basically two, and they've split up to the other two, trying to approach from a different angle. You know that they know they're going to have some devices on that back double door, so hopefully
without a doubt.
on that. Yeah. This is a tough spot to be in right here for Creme Brulee. Working on angles.
Pro taking the risk of going towards the white stairs. I don't know if he's going to go down them at all, but
they see him. They got him on motion, so NSX is basically looking to see where everybody's at. Naughty's still just bouncing back and forth, get some shots off.
Long there to provide support in that.
Doing his peak move with bullets coming out of him, so. There it is. Trying to draw some fire. Grenade comes in. Doesn't do any damage. I think we're still good. Oh, Naughty goes down for his peak move. Getting revived. He's down again. Double down. Two NSX pros. They're both down. Grenades going out to protect his guys.
No.
He'll try to go for revives. It's a good move. He might get both guys revived. Oh, he does a rush. Other guys are back up.
And he got both of them up
He got
somehow.
him down.
They picked him back
One
up.
player going.
All of them still alive. What a revive move by Long.
Absolutely.
He single-handedly saved his team in that maneuver. And they were both manual revives to boot. Not an easy thing to do.
I'll tell you, those two grenades drew some distance. They were out of ammo first of all, so they're going back to reload. He chucked two grenades at him, so you know, not getting a rush on that. And both those players were down. He's able to get behind both of them. Went down for a second, but those players that he just revived got him back up. So amazing work on that one by Vong for sure.
That needs to be clipped and saved, man. That was beautiful movement, beautiful revives, just well played, well positioned. And now that has given them a 3-point lead. Creme Brulee walking away with this at the moment.
Yeah.
Potentially going to get the 7 wins here. What's up, Nader? How you doing?
Hey, Darth.
That is a good question. You know, I don't know how much I got rid of over on YouTube. Let me check that out for you quick.
While he's checking that out, I will sing a song on our karaoke machine. We did have aces on that one, huh?
Vaughn, you gotta bring the other.
Wake up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I don't have it on our AHC channel. Let me go check my personal channel, as I haven't really deleted anything off of that since I'm so small. It doesn't really even matter. No one's going to look into it. I should have last season. If it's the NAFWL that we're looking for, there's a chance I still have it.
Also good to see on these streams, people that support these streams of the players that are playing. Looks like on Clack, a few people are trying to voice their support to kind of pick the team back up. Don't worry about it, just focus and everything else. So definitely good community of players to come out here and witness the tournament, whether on our stream or their streams, and just kind of boost them up a little bit. And sometimes, you know, that helps when you start hearing people kind of rooting for you. That definitely helps. So
nice for sure.
Good.
This is true.
I need that too. Hi, Timber.
Hi, Rap. Yeah, I definitely think right now, I
That's funny.
think some Raise energy would definitely factor into either one of these teams to kind of boost them up a little bit to kind of get back into it and keep going. I think Click Clack could probably use a couple raises. We're good to go.
So the only thing that I have is season 2, the North American Firewall League 3 over on my personal page. I don't have season 3, but I do have season 2. So if you're interested in seeing that, and if you want to see even before then, season 1, I still have a few of those during the time when I was doing it all alone, and also when Titch finally joined the team, which was I think perhaps that Cafe Con Leche and Goon Platoon match where we completely changed things up. I can
Looks like
send
Click
you
Clack. I'm
links
sorry.
for that. No, that's fine. I can send you links for that if you guys are interested, but that's about all I have.
Yeah, it looks like we're looking at relatively the same defense. They spawned upstairs, but they're bringing a jammer downstairs, so they're going to hold the server room. And it looks like Click Clack spawned in the white room, so they're rushing pretty quick as well. So it should be relatively the same game. NSX or Crod is definitely looking at Eagle Eye to see where Creme Brulee is coming from or what they're putting out there. Posting up a very similar defense guard in that back corner. Although Click Clack seems a little more reserved on rushing it.
On top of the server, that's where
Well, the natural instinct is to take the lab position because there is a lot more coverage there, and generally there are explosives on the back double doors, so that's not the best breaching point. And you definitely don't want to go down the white stairs. So that all that's left to you really is the lab position. But even there, even with all that protection, you're still kept at such a range that it's hard to breach and get to the laptop.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, once you get through that area, it's a lot better. Once that breach is broken down a little bit, and players start rushing around a little bit over there, it definitely goes to chaos. But until that moment happens, they're keeping you at bay. They're basically keeping you at the distance they want you.
Yeah, and as we saw with Creme Brulee pushing on the attack, you know, if Vong wasn't as skilled, and I would have to say a little bit lucky there, you know, they probably wouldn't have taken that very easily. Right. Vong could have been down in the process of getting those revives. Since they were manual, they aren't that quick, and he isn't running as a medic, so
I think Vong having the wherewithal to throw a couple of grenades out there gave him enough distance to do what he did, because they're also separating from the grenades. So, but he did cause, like you were saying, he caused that kind of like that helter-skelter in that back area that made him leave their post. That's pretty much what won it for them, I think.
It is, and it gave him enough time to at least get both members up. He still went down, but his teammates were up to provide that suppressive and cover fire that he was able to, you know, be revived, and they could push that lab area successfully. And we'll see if Click Clack can do the same as they are starting to take up position, and they've decided to move in towards the lab area and attempt the same feat that Creme Brulee did.
I noticed too, Click Clack takes a lot more time getting to that point. I think that time has not been on their side with a couple of these maps where it's maybe forced them a little bit to rush something that they wouldn't normally rush. It's like Bear Natural popping out there to get some shots off. Bear Eternal, sorry, I keep saying Bear Natural, damn it. I feel like Skulls. I feel like Skulls right now. He always gets the names funny.
I'll get him up, dude. He's lit. He's lit again.
Getting some hit markers in that back corner. Oh, we got it down. Grenades going out. Looks like they're pushing a little harder than Creme Brulee did. Let's see who develops from this.
How is he not? What?
Looks like Click Clack is pushing it. Looks like Creme Brulee's backed off a little bit, though. They're not really guarding that corner to get that angle to pop into that room that they're in right now. So
And Naughty has been eliminated, so now it's a 4v3 Click Clack with momentum on their side. One player up, but they're still all corralled into that one lab room. They haven't really pushed forward too much. They're more concerned about who's sitting there in the server room peeking out that door.
So we got a couple. Oh, they're making the rush. Here goes the revive. Nope, didn't get him down. Double down on there. Looks like Click Clack staying with it. Click Clack is up.
Nice. Okay, let's get the jammer.
Nice.
You both turned around.
Jammer.
Going in.
NSX Pro's down. Looks like Click might be having this one.
40 seconds. 40 seconds.
You're not gonna get up.
Open.
It's hard to tell from the streams. There's
Vaughn
3 of them left
stepping
though.
out.
What did it? 3 for them?
Oh, you went the long way.
Well, they're going back up to the lap. It looks like Click is going to get
Yeah,
this
they
one.
only have 30 seconds left.
They're
But as
already
long
up
as there's
there.
no jammer, they're good.
Yeah.
That absolutely chucked that. Well, I'm reading the stream, but that was a very, very good push. Click really jammed that one up. Wolf, I think that one has something to do with not having somebody in that back corner of that lab area, because it really gave him a lot more access to get a little closer to the door of the server room and push around that corner a little bit more, whereas Creme Brulee kind of held it, or I'm sorry, Clack kind of held it with that corner where they couldn't even leave those rooms. Basically, they were pinned down. Obviously, they made some moves and made it happen, but they really got in there well. Very good job by Clack.
Yeah, Creme Brulee was a little bit out of position. I agree with you. Not having someone posted in the back corner to at least provide some suppressive fire, keep Clack at bay. And also, even though Vong was sitting in the server room, he wasn't actively shooting out of that server room door, which also provides a good position for cover fire and suppressive fire. And not holding those two positions allowed Clack to get that forward momentum going forward, getting closer to the server room, and giving them the upper hand in that fight there. So out of position a little bit, I think, for Creme Brulee, which is why they suffered there, but they're still up by 2 points with a score of 6-4. They're obviously any kind of loss hasn't affected their performance. We'll see how well they do. If they go to newsroom, I'm going to be incredibly surprised.
Yeah, I'd be surprised as well. And what do you think about if he had left that door, that front door of the server room? Like, is there really? It was already blocked, so they're not getting in there. Is there really a point to stay there and try to shoot straight across, or is it an angle game on that point?
Honestly, no. At that point, I think as soon as you barricade that door, you might as well go support the rest of your team. The only risk you run is that now if there's a bunch of grenades that fly in that direction and you're all camped out in that area, you run the risk of getting caught by one of those grenades.
Right. Good point. Good point.
Not to say that would have happened, but I mean, you run the same risk with grenades flying in through that door window, but fewer grenades are likely to go through that window. Great.
Mine?
This just in. Nipples.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Titch. Breaking news. That's great.
That's the first thing you came up with?
You guys good over there?
Good luck, Raptor. You could hardly. You know how long I've been working with Titch. He has said so many things. The only thing that has thrown me off is that one thing that you see in the intro trailer.
I'm so tempted to mess with Timber and just say something. Throw him off.
You could say anything. Raz, yes, Raz, you do have nipples, and all animals have nipples, just like cats have nipples, and Fokker, I have nipples.
Do turtles have nipples?
Yes.
They do?
Yeah.
Really? Are you sure?
No.
I mean, I assume you could draw some on the shell.
Maybe bring more. Maybe bring more what I got.
Oh, then there you go. Well, you do own turtles, don't you, Titch? Oh, okay. So you're doing your research on turtles, and you have come to the conclusion turtles do not have nipples.
I think they do. I think they do.
Sorry, Cinderella. We can't help but say Bear Natural. I don't know why it's just been coming out like that. It is Bear Turnal. Sorry, Bear Turnal. We apologize. In the heat of the moment, it just seems natural to say Bear Natural.
I don't think Bear Turnal sounds natural.
It doesn't, no.
Like I'm a nighttime bear. I just don't get it.
God. Facepalm. But here we are on docks. Now, I have seen a lot of great plays by Creme Brulee in the past here on docks. This is not one of my favorite maps at all. I know a lot of people really enjoy it, but honestly,
This
it
is
drives me
probably,
crazy.
yeah, I'm right there with you. This is probably my least favorite. And trying to breach that upper level. I mean, all teams have been successful with it from time to time. Not the easiest thing to do. You got to have a good combination of team players, mines, or I'm sorry, grenades, anything you could throw up there to make it happen. This is a tough one to breach for sure when they're upstairs.
And you have to know the locations where you can be shot from, because there are areas next to those containers, between the containers and the support beams, where you can see the top of those ramps. And it's very hard to see them there as you're moving up those ramps. So if you don't know those locations, you're easily going to get caught by gunfire at the top of those ramps. I don't know. I know that Creme Brulee knows about these locations, and they're already making their way up on the left side of the boat, which is smart considering that the laptop is on the opposite end. Let's see how well they do in their push here. Pro and Vong moving up the center.
Really good line right here.
You got some movement on the left side from the bottom as you're looking at it, the left side of the map. So if you're on defense, the right side of the map. Very good to hear about your triple rogues. Good chat going on there.
This is definitely a position that Clack wants. You don't ever want to be breaching the boat on attack. So for them, this is definitely what they wanted, but they're a little bit clumped together, holding the middle, obviously paying attention to all ramps. There's one on the left, one on the right, and one in the middle. But again,
Vong and NSX are up.
With how effective Shutdown and Vong have been with their grenades, they need to be careful here.
Yep. I think Vong's grenades are going to make something happen here, to be honest. They're watching, they got upstairs to the right level, just kind of peeking through in between the containers up front. The SX Pro is making a move to pop out there. A lot of good hidden spots on this, especially, oh, we just saw one guy. Might want to go back up and get him, I think. Got shots fired by Clack, getting some hit markers. Grenades out. Nope, didn't get a hit. SX Pro has downed Crod twice. Revived by Bear Colonel. Grenades going out by Vong. Watch these grenades.
Grenade.
Narrowly escaping that concussion mine too. Cold downing. Member of Creme Brulee. Yo Daddy eliminating Pro with a proximity mine. Now it's just Naughty and Vong left on Creme Brulee.
2-on-2. I like this. One more grenade going out. I'm holding off on it though. Vong is being very smart with his grenades. He's not just throwing it for the sake of throwing it. Trying to gauge some fire. See where they're at. Get it over the top. Let's see what those grenades do.
I need ammo.
He had 2 left in his arsenal. With those grenades going out, he pushes and relocates.
Some flashes out there. Oop, gets hit a couple times, but he's still in it. Very scary approach right now.
That was weird.
Yeah, right now it's going to be
Another flash out there.
very important for Vong and Naughty to communicate. As soon as Vong draws that attention, Naughty's got to move in.
I don't know if Naughty can get that hit though. It's so sharp to Vong's right hand side in that crate.
It is Naughty forced to retreat, find some cover. Vong peeking out again, drawing more fire.
Oh, Naughty down. Yo, Daddy. Back up.
Vong trying to get hits there on King Cole. 30 seconds left in the match.
Vong, they've down them both.
And there it is. They both go down. Can they go in? They just need a laptop. Here we go. Can Creme Brulee beat the time?
How much time you got left? Did you see? Oh,
20
21 seconds.
left.
You had one on your left. I don't know why he wasn't shooting.
No way. What a fight.
Wow, that was good stuff. That was good.
We have a jammer?
No jammer. Open laptop. Creme Brulee taking another win and taking the overall victory of the evening. Score now 7-4. Wow, dude.
That was good. That went down to 2-on-2 too. That makes it a lot more exciting.
and it was so close. Vong seeing a lot of red, a lot of good gun trades there. Vong seeing a lot of red, Naughty seeing a lot of red, and same with Yo Daddy and King Cole there. I mean, just incredible gunfight. It could have gone either way at any moment. But man, oh man, well played by Creme Brulee.
Yeah, and we're at 7-4 in favor of Creme Brulee. Again, we're getting the matches we wanted tonight, though. I think all these matches have been very tight. Despite how many, if it was an ace or not, it doesn't matter. These matches have been tight. The aces are happening at the last second. So the gunfight, the distance fights, the grenades, everything else is really making these some exciting matches.
The only... You know, people test many different things. That's how we have the foods that we do have, Titch. Just, I mean, that's the origin of food, to test and see if you survive. If it tastes good and you live, it's worth eating on a regular basis. Not to me, but there's also goat milk. You know, there's various milks. I mean, there's also almond milk. I mean, that doesn't have a nipple, but who would think of turning almonds into milk?
No, I think almonds have,
We're still on the topic of nipples, by the way, folks. Apparently, in the background. So, it seems to be what Rap and Titch are talking about while they're muted.
Nick, I agree. That was a very good match right there. That came down to the last 20 seconds on the match, and good firefight all the way around. So something you like to see. So last game here. Let's see what develops. Am I going to get my 7-5 prediction? Who knows?
Perhaps.
I'm 2 for 3 so far. So, you know, there's that.
You got it, Timber.
That's right, Rap. All right, let's see what we got here. Looks like Creme Brulee has spawned downstairs in the middle green wall area. And Clack is spawning upstairs. So I think Clack has a little bit of an advantage right now, just based on spawns versus the last game. They definitely do. So
I have seen great defensive holds on this spawn location, but it is definitely not the preferred if you were to have a choice between this and the boat.
Absolutely. Looks like Clack's going back and far left. So I don't know if they're using Eagle Eye on this one at all, but it kind of looks like they're rushing right toward him. So
it looks like they're trying to position around the back end of the map and approach from there, where there is a lot more cover.
They might be there.
Yeah, I believe for some reason, whether it's Eagle Eye or just noise or visual, I think they know where they're coming from to a good extent.
I also think it's just experience, knowing the history of league play and where people generally go.
Got some firefight going on in the back area where they're at.
I got you.
Did he go all the way left over here? Oh, he went to the right? Okay.
Shutdown taking some shots.
One's there to the left still. Be careful.
So it looks like they know where they're at. They have them pretty much pinned down to a corner. Not pinned down by fire, but pinned down by visuals. Cry throwing out some grenades. To no avail at this point. Still playing this a little conservatively and a little cautious. They're not going after him. They're still staying back on a defensive hold, protecting that green wall area.
Hey, I saw one.
Which is smart. You don't want to take the advance here. You don't want to necessarily die in the process of trying to get an elimination. You are on defense.
Like Bong went down, now he got him back up. Or vice versa. I'm not sure which happened. Grenades going out.
Both teams.
Oh, Vaughn gets an elimination with a grenade. Knocks out
those grenades. Someone clip that right now.
Yeah.
I knocked one down.
He's the arc master on this one. Throws 2 every time, and they're on point.
It's hard for me to shoot this scat.
I think we're on a 4-on-3 if I'm not mistaken.
It is 4-on-3 with Clack down 1 member because of a beautiful grenade by Vong. They still haven't made any progress forward towards the laptop. Still stuck in that corner is Clack. Creme Brulee sitting comfortably back at 1.
too late on that.
Grenades coming out, and they return fire with those grenades, eliminating Bong at his own game.
Bear Eternal gets a grenade kill on Bong.
Two are on top of the
So they're calling him out. They see him. They got high ground and low ground.
high, two are up high.
So the battle's moved to the back of the map, not even near the laptop. Grenades going out.
Hey, they all, three drops. I think they're coming down the pro side. One is coming back to Naughty
Yo,
side.
Clack taking an aggressive
One's
approach
coming
right now,
back up,
trying to
up
push
high.
Creme Brulee back.
Good shit.
Getting grenades out, finding different positions to shoot from. Bear Turtle goes down.
Naughty grenade.
Shut down, getting that elimination.
Gone.
Bro, you got one coming to you. Left. Right there. Good.
Daddy and King Cole left alone to fight against the last member of Creme Brulee. And Yo Daddy goes down and eliminates King Cole, the last member alive. Can he do anything here?
They're pushing you. To the gap, pull to the
It's
gap.
okay.
Middle.
Good shit.
He's coming out shooting. He's coming out
Oh, and he
shooting.
downs one.
Down. Oh, not in time.
Very strong.
We did our best.
Yep.
There it is, Creme
gotta make
Brulee
time to practice.
taking another victory, now making the score 8-4. Starting off this evening behind with Clack taking an early lead, but walking away ultimately with 8 points. Creme Brulee, great match. Clack, well played, absolutely incredible.
Yeah, that could have gone either way. I'm not looking at that saying that Creme Brulee dominated or anything of the sort. That was good matches back and forth. Like I said, those aces, sometimes they happen at the last possible second. So aces nonetheless. I'm not taking anything away from Creme Brulee. Just saying that a lot of those could have gone either way. So great matches played by both teams tonight for sure.
Yeah, two top tier teams right here, ladies and gentlemen, that really fought it to the bitter end. You could see there, King Cole, even against 3 members left alive on Creme Brulee, still fighting it out, was able to get it down. Unfortunately, he got pinched. They moved in, maneuvered just right, and were able to get that final elimination. But both teams playing admirably. Incredible match to fight, or match to watch. And what I really like to see, and this is just because I don't know, I always tout how good Vong is at using his grenades and getting eliminations, especially in situations like that, lobbing them up large structures and still coming away with an elimination or at least a down. And they returned fire and played him at his own game and got the elimination. I just think it's awesome. Really good on them. So good matches all around.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. They were really, they were battles to the end. I mean, there was no early ace or anything of the sort. They were all battles to the very end. So that was always great to see. So
the only thing I would have suggested from Clack is on their defense on docks is when they were down to the last 2 and it was a 2v2 there, maybe retreating back a little bit closer to the laptop would have done them a little bit better in that gunfight, but because they were a little out of position, couldn't really get enough cover there. So unlike Creme Brulee, who had plenty of open space to move around. But other than that, like, the fights were even, they were beautiful. Well done, both teams. Congratulations and best of luck moving on in this league.
Thank you very much, Rogues. Much appreciated for the comments. And I agree with that. I think, but I think at some point, human nature and aggression takes over. You're going down 2-2, and you know, at that point, laptop be damned. There's 2-on-2, and you're feeling you're the better of the 4 on there, and you go at them. So, you know, very understandable. Everybody does it. So it just human nature takes over.
Absolutely. Well, this concludes another evening of Firewall, ladies and gentlemen. We saw an amazing match between Creme Brulee and Clack. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I know it went a little bit late, but we had plenty of people in here enjoying the fight from all around the world. And as always, we wouldn't be doing this without you. It is you that we keep for you that we keep coming back and we keep doing this. We really appreciate it, and we hope to continue to expand and grow. We welcome Timber onto the Amateur Hour team and into the Discord and to the community. So welcome, Timber, and thank you guys so much for all the love and support that you've been showing. Timber, do you have anything left to say to everybody before we call in a night?
No, just thanks to everybody for supporting this stream, and thanks to AHC for allowing me to be part of a great broadcast. Always fun to do. I always enjoy it. So great to see some great teams like this working it out. And thank you to all the people that were in the chat tonight. Really is kind of a good vibe out there to hear all the comments coming back and forth. Great community.
Absolutely. Guys, this has been Amateur Hour Commentary. Thank you so much for tuning in for this North American Firewall League Season 4 match between Creme Brulee and Click Clack. And until next time, folks, peace.
Hello. I love all this energy. All this energy.
What's this knob do?
No, wait.
Hello.
All this energy.